58 years after the brutal rape and murder of 75-year-old widow Louisa Dunn, police believe they have finally found her killer. The name now at the center of this decades-old mystery is Ryland Headley, a 92-year-old man arrested at his quiet home in an Ipswich neighborhood. The crime that shocked the nation occurred on June 28, 1967, in Easton, Bristol. Louisa Dunn, a twice-widowed pensioner, was found dead in her own living room by concerned neighbors. She had been raped, strangled with a scarf, and suffocated. A heinous attack that sent shockwaves through the community. Police at the time launched an extensive investigation. They went to extraordinary lengths, collecting palm prints from over 19,000 men and boys, hoping one would match the evidence left behind. But despite the relentless efforts, no suspect was ever arrested. Her death certificate was a chilling reminder of justice delayed, marked only with the words, "Murdered by person or persons unknown." And for nearly 6 decades, that's how it remained. Cold, silent, unsolved. Until now. In 2024, a breakthrough emerged. Investigators revisited key pieces of evidence using modern forensic technology. Among them was a blue skirt Louisa had been wearing at the time of her death. DNA testing revealed seminal traces, and the results pointed directly to Ryland Headley. The statistical match was staggering, 1 billion times more likely to belong to Headley than to anyone else. Soon after, body cam footage showed officers arriving at Headley's residence. In the video, he appears disoriented and confused. "What do you want to come in for?" he asks. "I'm arresting you on suspicion of the rape and murder of Louisa Dunn in June 1967, an officer replies. Headley's response? "Wait, where are you getting all this from?" The courtroom later heard statements from 2 other women, both victims of rape in 1977, 10 years after Louisa's murder. One woman, now 84, recalled waking up to find Headley's hands over her face. "Please go," she pleaded. "Haven't you got a mother?" He threatened to strangle her if she didn't stay quiet. Another victim, 79 at the time of the trial, described her terror. "I was stiff with fear. He said he'd kill me if I made a sound." Headley was convicted in both cases and served just 3 years in prison. Prosecutor Anna Vigar KC made a powerful statement during the trial. All the clues were there in 1967, just not the science to make sense of them. Now finally, Louisa's death certificate no longer says persons unknown, but murdered and raped by Ryland Headley. But the case isn't closed just yet. Headley's defense argues he has no memory of the crime. His attorney, Jeremy Benson KC, acknowledged his client's criminal past, but insisted there's no concrete proof that Headley raped or murdered Louisa Dunn. "There's no physical evidence placing him at her home that night," the defense said. "No fingerprints, no eyewitnesses, just a piece of DNA decades later." Whether or not Ryland Headley is ultimately convicted, one thing is certain: Louisa Dunn's story is no longer buried in an unsolved file. Her name has resurfaced. Her truth has returned to light. After nearly 60 years in the shadows, she is finally being seen, heard, and remembered. Louisa Dunn was more than a victim. She was a person, a widow, a neighbor, a woman whose life was taken in the most violent way and whose justice was denied for far too long. Today we honor her. We acknowledge her pain. And we hope, at last, she may rest in peace, knowing that justice is catching up.